Hey everyone, Justine here. Welcome to my channel. This is actually part 2 of a series that I'm doing. So go ahead and click on the card right here to go ahead and watch part 1 of this video before you go ahead and dive into this one. And the next question that I was going to be answering is what actually happens when you graduate cosmetology school. So once you're nearing the end of your program, you are going to take your final exam at the school, which usually mimics your state exam. So just because you finish school doesn't mean you're finished and can move on to start your career. You do have to take an exam in order to become licensed. Both of these tests are going to be performed differently, so I would check with your local state board just to see what the process is for you. But your technical or your practical is going to be on your mannequin, and your written exam is usually on a computer answering a few questions pertaining to everything that you learned in school. Don't be discouraged. Your school has prepared you for this license exam. So ask all of your questions while you're in school, get some feedback, and make sure that you utilize all the resources that they have made available for you at your school so that you can be very confident when you go to take your test. Once you're graduated and you're a licensed professional, what's next? What comes after that? What I'm going to do is dedicate a separate video to that question. It may involve resume tips, marketing yourself, your portfolio, business cards, and website. So if you are interested in a video like that, please thumbs up this video and comment below that you're interested in a video like that, so I can go ahead and create a separate video answering all of those questions on how to prepare for the workforce. And what type of ways do you get paid as a stylist or a cosmetologist? Usually there's 3 types. There's hourly plus tips, and that's usually the common one. Salons that maybe you have heard of before, such as Great Clips, Supercuts, Master Cuts, Ulta salons. Any of those type of chain salons are going to start you at an hourly plus tips. And then eventually you can move on to the second type, which is commission. And commission is usually a percentage of the amount that your client is being charged. So it can be anywhere from 40% to 60% on up. It just depends on which salon that you're working for. And then there's a third option, which is booth rental. And this is actually one of the main reasons people go into cosmetology. Booth rental enables you to be your own boss. So what you do is you pay rent to the building owner or the salon owner for your station. But you are in charge of your schedule, your clients, the type of products that you choose to use, and it's pretty much very flexible. So this is ideal for a lot of people who want to be their own boss. So if you do want to do booth rental, I usually recommend that you go into a more chain salon rather than diving right into booth rental. Places like Ulta, Supercuts, Great Clips, they have great training programs for you right out of school because you're always learning. And not only that, they have great incentives and they have great ways to motivate you to stay. So you might actually find a home there. But if you decide after a while that booth rental is for you, you want to ensure that you've built up a clientele to enable you to go the booth rental route. However, working in a chain salon has its benefits. At a managerial level, usually you work up to 40 hours per week, can take advantage of a 401k, paid training, paid time off, and an abundance of other opportunities for you. So that's something that is definitely worth looking into. And finally, how much do you actually make as a cosmetologist? So the answer to that is kind of a tough question because it will actually depend on you and your desire and your goals. So there's actually no average data. You might find some online, but it's not correct. What will determine how much you make is how often you're working and where you're working. However, if you choose to do commission or booth rental, the amount of money that you are able to make is endless. Depending on where you choose to work, the type of clientele that you choose to service, and really it depends on the market. So this does vary from state to state, and it depends where you decide to reside and have your career. So it can be anywhere from $18,000 to $60,000 plus. So I hope this video has answered some of your questions about cosmetology and what's to be expected in cosmetology school. Please give it a thumbs up and comment any questions you might have below. I'll go ahead and be making separate videos to touch on more in-depth questions that may occur, such as how to apply for your state license exam, how to be fully prepared in the workforce and what to do prior to your job hunt, and many other things that may come up during your career path. So thank you guys so much for watching my video, and we'll see you in the next one.